top 10 best guns in Season 2. At number 10, we have the Chopper. This is still a great LMG to use for domination and hardpoint, and by the way, the Chopper has one of the fastest ADS speeds in any LMGs, making it a great semi-aggressive weapon. Talking about the range, the Chopper is actually good at all range, even in close range, but it mainly shines in medium and long range because it's an LMG. Overall, it's a great gun in Season 2 and make sure to use this build. Moving on to number 9 is the Lapa. The Lapa got a very significant buff in Season 2, and because of this, the bullet velocity has been improved, so the time to kill should be better. The range of the Lapa has also been improved in Season 2 because of this buff. Overall, this is a great gun with a solid time to kill and good mobility. The only reason why it doesn't make it higher on the list is because of its bad iron sight. But if you can deal with having that iron sight, then you'll have a lot of fun using the Lapa in Season 2. At number 8 is the Manowar. This is another gun that got a buff in Season 2, so now the Manowar has a faster reload time as compared to Season 1. The ADS time is also better after the Season 2 update, which in my opinion is the biggest buff for the Manowar. But yeah, the Manowar is a weapon with a high damage and it's good for long range. At number 7 is the M13. This is one of the most easy to use guns in Call of Duty Mobile. The rate of fire is high, so even if you have a bad aim, you should be able to use the M13. Talking about the movement speed, I think the movement speed is fantastic on the M13 considering it's an AR. The recoil is also pretty easy to control, which is another thing I like about the M13. Make sure to use this build with your M13. Moving on to number 6 is the EM2. Now the EM2 got a massive buff in the Season 2 update. First of all, the EM2 has a comparatively better reload time in Season 2. Also, the bullet velocity was increased from 600 to 800 meters per second. This thing also has a built-in scope, so you don't need to use an additional attachment. Overall, the EM2 is a solid weapon that you can use in Season 2. Now for the top number 5 is the Switchblade X9. The Switchblade has a high fire rate, which makes it very easy for you to kill your enemies. It also has a great damage, which makes it even better. And because of its easy to control recoil, you should be able to use the Switchblade while playing aggressive. Use this build to have the best experience with this gun. At number 4 is the Kilo 141. Everyone knows that the Kilo has been on the top 10 list for over 5 or 6 months, and it's no surprise that it also makes it in Season 2. The Kilo has one of the best time to kills in an AR. Now this is mainly because of its high bullet velocity. Also, the recoil is pretty easy to learn on the Kilo, so you should be able to control this gun. And here's the best gunsmith for the Kilo 141. Moving on to the top 3, we have the Holger 26. This has been the best light machine gun in Call of Duty Mobile, and that's still true in Season 2. The reason why I like to use the Holger is because it has a great rate of fire, along with an easy to control recoil. Besides, I also love the reload speed of the Holger, even though it's an LMG, which usually means the reload speed sucks. But that's not the case for the Holger. This thing actually has a decent reload speed. I recommend using this build with the Holger, so make sure to copy it. At number 2, we have the CBR4. Even though the CBR got a nerf, it still doesn't change the fact that it's one of the best SMGs in the game. Like I said on my previous video, this thing falls between an AR and an SMG. It has a large magazine like an AR with a lot of bullets. It also has a great mobility like an SMG, which will help you go from point A to point B, and this is why the CBR is a great weapon for medium and long range fights. Make sure to use this build with the CBR and you'll have a great time using this gun. The best gun in Season 2 is the Krig 6. The Krig 6 is still the king of all guns in Season 2. It did get a nerf in Season 2, but it really didn't do much to the Krig. It still has a great mobility, a large magazine, and of course that sweet damage. Use this build and you'll have the best experience with the Krig 6. And also, if you want to have a better aim, then make sure to check out this video. Do you want to buy COD points at the cheapest price? Go to vexshop.net. With discounts up to 75% of the in-game price, this is one of the cheapest ways to buy COD points. They also have a loyalty program which makes things even cheaper. Use code SAM to get 3% off any purchase on Vex. For more info, contact them on WhatsApp or go to their website.